Welcome to Wandering with Zarrakan. I am your camera cat showing you some of the amazing places I have been on Second Life. This is a video I made about Ghostbusters by Ghostbusters RP at the Sim Whateverberg. Ghostbusters is a 1984 American supernatural comedy film directed by Ivan Reitman and written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis and Ernie Hudson star as a quartet of Manhattan-based paranormal investigators. When their government grants run out, the former three go into business as the Ghostbusters, later hiring Hudson. Armed with electronic paraphernalia, the team is spectacularly successful, ridding the Big Apple of dozens of ghoulies, ghosties and long-legged beasties. Tight-lipped bureaucrat William Atherton regards the Ghostbusters as a bunch of charlatans, but is forced to eat his words when New York is besieged by an army of unfriendly spirits, conjured up by a long-dead Babylonian demon and channeled through beautiful jealous Sigourney Weaver and nerdish Rick Moranis. The climax is a glorious send-up of every Godzilla movie ever made, and we dare say it cost more than a year's worth of Japanese monster flicks combined. Who'd ever dream that the chubby cheery Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man would turn out to be the most malevolent threat ever faced by New York City? When the script for Ghostbusters was forged by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, John Belushi was slated to play the Bill Murray role. Belushi's death in 1982 not only necessitated the hiring of Murray, but also an extensive rewrite. The most expensive comedy made up to 1984, Ghostbusters made money hand over fist, spawning not only a 1989 sequel, but also two animated TV series, numerous video games, and tons of merchandise. We have the great fortune of meeting two of Whateverberg CEOs for a tour of this beautiful sim.
I am Kif777 Enoch, one of the CEOs of Ghostbusters International. We are the Second Life branch of the Ghostbusters, and we are standing here in Slime Square, which is a recreation of the Ghostbusters New York City. And over here is Stabatha, one of our other CEOs, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Stabatha. What he said.
She's a real talkative type. But how would you like to take this tour? Would you like to fly, drive, or walk? Alright. Well, okay. Well, to start with, we're standing here in the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Would you like a tour of the firehouse? Alright. Now, this is the main area here where we park old Ecto-1. Back here is where Janine sits and takes our calls, screens our calls for us. And around down here, as you might remember from the movie, is the way to the basement, where we keep our containment unit. Over here through this door is the equipment room and training area. And here is our containment unit. And this works just like you are used to seeing. You pull the lever, put in your trap, close it back up, and when the light is green, the trap is clean. And in case you're wondering, yes, the laser grid can be shut down, and yes, the firehouse will explode if you do that. We can film that later if you want. So, right upstairs here, we'll go upstairs and we'll show you around the rest of the firehouse. This is our living quarters area. We have a pool table here, which hardly ever gets used for pool. This is our work area over here. And through this door over here is our sleeping quarters. Also hardly ever used.
Hardly ever used for pool. What do they use it for? Never mind, don't tell me.
Let's see. Oh, thank you for joining us, Tabitha. If we go upstairs to the third level, and feel free to tell me to slow down if you need to pan around and get shots. And up here is our recreational level. This is not depicted in either movie or cartoon, so this is just completely our own little area. Video games, trophies we've taken from different busting jobs, like Stay Puft's hat there, and the painting that used to have Vigo in it.
Random drunk chick. I don't know, I get lonely.
And our other partner just recently installed this elevator, so if you want to hop on here, we can head up. There we go. Where we keep Ecto 2, and this is for rapid response, obviously. This is our gyrocopter. And we can take a little spin in that if you want to, just let me know. And that...
I'm afraid of heights.
That... That's actually a good idea.
Try not to shoot this end because I just realized that I failed on the yeah.
Yeah, there are some buildings missing. That's all right. We'll go the other way. So let me get this powered up. Oops. There we go.
Okay, you boys have fun.
We'll be right back.
All right, I'll be down here making some coffee.
Alright. So the first place we're going to fly by is the Sedgwick Hotel. Their first call in 1984. And we believe that the 12th floor is still haunted to this very day. We are now passing over the Manhattan Museum of Modern Art, Central Park, and since we're in the air, this would be the major attraction. This is the Temple of Gozer. And as you can see, it's been completely restored from the last time the Ghostbusters were up here. Over here we've got the New York Public Library, the site of the Ghostbusters' first ghostly encounter. They never did catch the ghost in here. Oh, and apparently we have a major haunting going on here right now. But we're going to ignore that and we'll come back to that. We'll come back and get these guys later. If you happen to want to live in Slime Square, we have the Keymaster Loft Apartments. And there are spaces in there available for rent now. We have a bowling alley with probably the best bowling game I've ever seen in Second Life, so that's worth checking out. And we have our nightclub down at the end of the street. The Gatekeeper's Lounge. And we can visit that on foot. Alright, let's head on back down. Now the good thing about all the vehicles here in Slime Square, both of the Ectos are drivable by anyone, so you don't have to be one of the CEOs to drive the vehicles. Down and 1 second. About that, we're back. Okay, let's head on down. And we'll go take a closer look at some of these locations I showed you and show you some of the areas you can't see from the sky. This sim is chock full of Easter eggs. And absolutely everything is interactive. Let's see. Would you like to see the hidden areas, or would you rather just a general tour at first? Okay. Well, we're going to leave behind the firehouse, and we'll bypass some of this stuff here. Over to our right is the movie theater, and it is playing Ghostbusters 1 and 2 at all times, so you can go in there and watch the movies whenever you'd like. And it also houses our main Ghostbusters store, where you buy all of the equipment and the uniforms and everything for the game. Over on our left, you'll see there's a lot of shops, which are rented out by merchants. It's not all Ghostbuster stuff. We have a good mixture of interesting things to buy. But over here is the first place I showed you, and it was the first place created for Slime Square, is the Sedgwick Hotel. As you can see, we have some shop space for rent in here that hasn't been filled yet. And this way, if you are a fan of the movie, you will no doubt recognize the ballroom, which is where the Ghostbusters finally caught Slimer for the first time. And what's fun about this, give you a little demonstration, is everything in here is destructible. Or it's supposed to be if it'll cooperate. There we go. Shorten my beam a little so I don't burn your face off. It's one of our little added bonus features to the game, so you can cause as much damage as humanly possible.
That's what makes people want to split up.
Yeah.
I think we better split up. Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
Alright. Let's head on around the corner here, and I'll show you one of our more obscure locations. Here we have a location from Ghostbusters 2, Ray's Occult Bookstore. I think they've got a little renovation going on in the back room there, but for the most part, this is pretty much exactly what you would see in the movie.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, this is basically Stabby's shop, but she hasn't been over here in a while.
I'm the worst person in the world.
Right now, there's not a lot to do in here, but we are thinking about different ways to make it more interactive. Maybe bring in some actual occult books that you can click on and get note cards or something. Alright, moving along as long as you're ready. We'll go this way. Now this is interesting. This is kind of an Easter egg. You might remember in the second movie when the boys dug up the street to find out why Dana's baby carriage had run away on its own. And if you sit on the tripod here, it will actually take you down to the river of slime beneath the street. Let me see here. Actually, I think someone kind of put part of the sidewalk over the hole, but that's alright. As soon as you get your shot of that, we'll move on. Oh, we seem to have somebody here. There we go. Let's walk around this way. Yeah, he's not afraid of no ghosts. That's cute. Here is the Manhattan Museum of Art, where Dana worked in the second movie. And as you can see, they still have Vigo proudly on display here. He's still rezzing for me. There he is. Now, if you touch him, you will actually get a reaction.
Vigo, the scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldavia, command you.
And he has a list of different things that he'll say. Some of them are funny. Some of them are straight out of the movies. But this is a haunted location, and if you want to pan your camera outside, I will show you what happens. It'll take it just a second to res, I think. There we go. So the building does periodically get encased in slime. And we can also summon Lady Liberty to shatter the window above us. And if we could fly right out of that window up there. But I don't have my jetpack on, so we'll just have to go out the door. Go ahead and clear that up. Alright, moving right along. Let's go this way. Now what we're approaching now is Central Park, and the old Tavern on the Green which does not exist any longer in real life. And if you remember from the first movie, Lewis Tully was being chased by a terror dog, and he got chased right around the building this direction that we're walking. He ran in here and began banging on the windows right over here to be let in, and of course everybody ignored him, and he ended up being possessed by Vince Clortho, the terror dog. This is a heavily haunted area. Alright, moving on from here. We're going to head across the street. And we still have all these ghosts here. Who launched this haunting?
I don't know. It's a haunted sim. Why are you surprised?
Yeah, I know. I want to bust them, but I don't want to stop the tour. Let's go on inside. And we'll show you one of the earliest things that was built for the sim. This build is just about as old as the Sedgwick, actually.
Wait, the library?
Yep. Well, the library
I
basement.
thought the library in 06.
Yeah, the library is
First
pretty old,
Lime Square.
but the basement was brand new. I built that right after the Sedgwick. So let's go down to the library. Now what you want to do here is stay behind me and follow me with the camera the same way the camera followed the librarian in the movie, because we have it all down here. Go by here, and we have the card catalog, which makes an unholy mess. And when I walk this way, we get the haunted books flying back and forth from shelf to shelf. And over here, of course, beware of the falling... Oh, that had to hurt.
Why are you gonna warn people?
This happened to you
I
before?
always tell people to go first at that point.
First time?
First time?
We have our books. We can knock these down, and they will restack themselves. And somewhere...
We stack books that often.
Somewhere down here, the Gray Lady should be wandering around. Let's see if we can find her. Oh, Gray Lady, where are you? There she is.
Oops.
And if you talk, she shushes you. And she's the one ghost that the Ghostbusters never did catch. At least not until the video game. Oh, careful, there it goes again. Ah.
It's great when you have a collision detector on, it knocks you over and puts you on your face.
Yeah. Always
You laughed
fun.
for like a half an hour.
So this is our library. Again, a very haunted library. Not a lot of areas in the sim aren't massively haunted. Ah, see, all the ghosts around out here have gone away. They saw us coming. They said, "Oh no, there's a Ghostbuster here. We better get." Okay. Now I'm going to take you to our centerpiece. This is 55 Central Park West, otherwise known as Spook Central. And I'm now going to take you up and show you Lewis and Dana's apartments. Go ahead and have a seat in the elevator. There we go. Unfortunately, the city restored these apartments after the building otherwise exploded, and they set them up exactly the way they had been in the movies. Lewis's bedroom, but nothing ever happens in there.
And that's a good thing, 'cause it's weird.
Yeah, right. And over here is Dana Barrett's apartment. This is where it all goes down. This is actually a favorite hangout spot. You can actually play the piano, you can watch the television. Even the furniture is destructible up here.
I like it when that happens.
Here's the kitchen. Now this is fun. Keep an eye on this fridge. I'm going to open it. As you can see, it's just a normal fridge. But watch what happens when it closes. So the fridge is duly haunted. And let me touch this box of Stay Puft marshmallows.
Hey, where do these stairs go? They go up.
The famous stairs that go up. Let's
I
go up.
remember laughing so hard in the theaters when I was a kid.
Will they go up? Now we did a brief flyby of the temple in the Ecto 2, but you didn't really see the fun part. Watch this. Just one question. Are you a god?
No?
The answer is yes! You can walk all the way up, you can even open the doors. But you can't actually go into the temple, into the pyramid. That's as far as this goes.
That's for another day. That's for another RP.
Yeah, this is all for a roleplay.
I want my
Now there's more
Austin
fun up
buildings
here.
back.
If you come out here and pan your camera back a little bit, watch what happens when you cross the streams. Oh, wait. There's Stay Puft behind us. We're going to get a new mesh Stay Puft soon, but he's standing in for now.
See, that guy was like grandfathered into Ghostbusters in Second Life.
He
'Cause
was.
that thing is older than I am.
Now where is the button? Oh, here it is. Kablam! This is what happens when you cross the streams. And if you look down on the ground, you'll see the street beneath us is completely covered in marshmallow fluff. And this will restore itself after a while, so let's head on back down.
I like to go the quick way.
Yeah, she's gonna jump. Open sesame. There we go. And though I'm not going to take you down them, through this door is the stairway that the Ghostbusters had to walk up at the end of the movie.
Oh my god, do that in like gear.
We got it all.
Cosplay, and you will freaking gripe about stairs too.
There we go.
Do that in actual like 40, 50 pounds of cosplay, you would freaking gripe about stairs too. No
Yeah.
idea.
Yep.
Like,
But in the movie, they had stunt
I want to
packs.
die. Yeah, well, in the movie, just rough it.
Alright, now there's one more thing you really need to see. It's kind of an Easter egg, but it's important. So I want to show you what this is all about. Boy, there's a lot of marshmallow fluff down here.
Did you do the River of Slime?
Probably. Yeah, I could probably lower that a little bit. Now, I didn't take you to show you the bowling alley or the dance club for now, because they're not really from the movie. They're just specific to our sim. Now, down this manhole we're walking by is the Pillar of New York from the cartoon. And over here, we will go down into the subway. This is one of our more recently completed areas, actually. Now this is fun because this is designed to warn you away from going this direction and yet make it impossible for you not to want to go this direction.
Don't push the red button!
Now if you know your real Ghostbusters, you'll recognize this. Pass by our little Sumerian tablet here that was unearthed during excavations for a subway. And here is our doomsday door. If you knock on it,
Do not open until doomsday.
however, you can open it. And if you would, just click on the portal here and sit on it. Welcome to the Ghost Zone. This is also where ghost characters will go when they're killed by a Ghostbuster.
It's quaint. It has a homey feel. You know, it's really
I could live here.
big, and there's lots of really good air conditioning. You know.
And free stereo.
Exactly. Do you still have Cthulhu out?
Oh, you want me to bring up Cthulhu? This is going to be part of another game we're going to be playing in the sim where you actually get to go on investigations. And eventually it'll lead you up here and you'll get to see this.
Sushi.
That's it. And you'll have to have a special talisman to actually banish him away. That's cool. But he should go away on his... There he goes. So this is our ghost zone. And then there's a portal doorway here if you want to go back down to the... So that would be a basic tour of the sim. And like I said, there are other Easter eggs and fun places to visit here and there, and everything's interactive, so if you saw it in the movie, you can probably make something here do the same thing.
You gonna show him the Janine system? Because I will put on Janine.
Yeah, I'm about to take him out on a... Why am I hearing a helicopter?
Let me sit Janine down. Apparently Janine's a smoker now. I don't know how that happened.
I can see Janine being a smoker.
Yeah, well, after having to have this job, I would too.
She just got a crank call. She just hung up on somebody. Alright, let's have Janine screen a call. So, what players will do is they'll come in here, this phone will randomly ring, or you can click it and force it to ring, which we're going to do. And Janine will, if it's not a crank call, she'll screen this, and if it's not a crank call, she will sound the alarm. Oh, no, that's a crank call. She's going to get insulted here. Someone's asking us to pay damages, and we don't do that. Alright. Let's... Pretty much.
Exactly.
We are not responsible for...
You have signed this waiver, sir.
There we go. See if we can get a legitimate call out of her. Ah, yes, this is a real call. And she will ask them various random funny things.
I really wish we could do a voiceover for this. That would be great.
Oh, what was the name of that guy that did that incredible Janine?
Oh, Haru.
Alright, we got a Class 2 haunting. I'm going to accept it. Even though it's a low class, it should be easy. And it is... Oh, it's over at Ray's Occult Bookstore.
Did you do Samhain yet?
No. Well, I fought him, yes.
Samhain is awesome.
Alright, let's hop in Ecto and head on over to Ray's Occult. Who's in the driver's seat? Me? Yes. Where's Stabby? Are you staying here,
I'm
Stab?
not driving.
Alright.
Yeah, my inventory is being a jerk.
Oh, gotcha. I'm having major lag issues, so we may run into a few buildings along the way. Whoa. And pretty much driving like a Ghostbuster. Alright, here we are. Oh no, I just ran out of charge on my pack. Hang on, I gotta do a quick recharge here.
Ah.
I was gonna do it. There it is. The lag's kind of holding me up. Alright, now we're ready to go. Now I can fight. Ooh, got him. 2 at once. Gotta love it.
Arg! Get back here.
Oh yeah, having to tire them out with the beam, and I love that. Is that it?
We should overload it. I think I overloaded it.
No, you didn't overload it. We'd all be dead if you had.
Oh, I was really hoping I did.
Well, according to my PK meter, that was it. We mopped them up.
Well, we're good.
That wasn't hard. Is that enough, or would you like to see us bust another group of them?
And kill each other. We can blow each other up.
No lag.
It's a convertible!
Well, on my screen you're sitting inside, so...
On mine, I'm like, I'm in a limo.
Now this is always tricky, backing into the firehouse.
Ooh,
Even if you think you're lined
very,
up, you're usually not.
That was pretty cool. No, you're not, but it looked good. You looked good doing it, and that's all that really matters.
There we go. Hey, first try in the door. I rock.
Right. He's never had
Right.
practice. I'm gonna be on top.
Let's go clean these traps.
You'll clean your trap.
Oh, after this we should shut down the grid so you can see what that looks like.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Open the containment unit, insert trap, close it up. Tells me exactly what I put in there. Light is green. The trap is clean. Go for it, Stabby.
What? Oh, I was
Clean
gonna
your
kill
trap.
us later.
Clean your trap.
I like a dirty trap.
Oh, okay. She wants to keep the ghosts pinging around in their trap for no reason.
I like to
Alright.
torture them.
Here's the deal. I'm going to turn off the grid. When you start seeing smoke pour out of the containment unit, run, don't walk, up the stairs and out of the firehouse, and then pan your camera so you can see the roof. Alright? Here goes everything.
Time for me to use the ancient shout Naruto. Run like a bitch!
Oh, and so I lag. That's great. And that's what they call a sign that we're going out of business. Now, if you were to buy that containment unit yourself, we have it disabled for griefing reasons, but if the containment unit is shut down and explodes, it actually launches every haunting in your sim. We have so many hauntings here. If they all launched at once, the lag would just completely kill you. So that's your basic tour, and an example of how the ghost busting system works. Of course, we also have slime blowers, which are used for various things, which you didn't get to see. And soon to be player-on-player Ghostbuster combat. We're working on that system now. And anyone is free to come in here and roleplay as they wish.
Please turn on your favorite music and join me as I explore Ghostbusters. I hope you enjoyed Ghostbusters as much as I did, and I encourage you to visit Ghostbusters in Second Life, while it is still there. This video was filmed on location by Zarrakan Productions. Zarrakan Productions is an umbrella group for many YouTube shows and businesses both inside and outside of Second Life. Please go to Zarrakan.com for a complete listing of shows and businesses associated with Zarrakan Productions, and their own media links. Please give your thoughts about this video's content in the comment section. Also, please click the like button, and make sure to subscribe to this channel for future videos. Thank you for watching, and happy wandering.